Welcome, Divine. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, I am picking up in the energy that there is a job opportunity, an opportunity that is coming to you that you may not see coming. I can imagine that this job opportunity is one that is going to change your life in a very positive way, but there may be some responsibilities, some things that you may not be necessarily ready or feel ready to take on. I don't know if this is like a sense of imposter syndrome that is showing up for you, but there is this job opportunity that is coming towards you. There is a new opportunity, could be a new business partner, could be a new business opportunity, something that's coming that I imagine you don't really see coming or you didn't see coming. Either it's already shown up and you have been asking spirit whether you should take it or not. Again, maybe you've been feeling like you may be a little underqualified for the job. Um but nevertheless, we're going to look into this energy. We're going to do some reading on it and see exactly what it is spirit wants you to know concerning this job opportunity that is being presented to you, okay? So let's look at this, all right? I'm going to pull from the spread deck and we're going to clarify with a little bit of tarot and we'll go where spirit wants us to go from there, all right? Concerning this job opportunity, spirit, what is it that the collective, okay? What is it that the divine should know? Helping a friend, okay? This could be a job opportunity that's being offered to you by someone you are familiar with. All right. This could be an opportunity to work with a friend. This could be a friend that has a business, okay, that they're offering you to come in, again, in partnership with them, so on and so forth, okay? We have spending habits. We have spending habits, okay? And then we have salary. So again, that's kind of what I'm picking up, that this opportunity is going to possibly even put someone in a new tax bracket. This opportunity, this job that is coming towards you or has shown up for you, it could be a salary position. It could be going from a clocking in, clocking out, working hourly to more responsibility, but it's going to provide you a larger salary, okay? There could also be a need to look at your spending habits, all right, to pay attention to how you spend. Yes, this is going to provide more finances for you, but I feel like Spirit is saying don't go and just blow it all because you feel like you have a salary now and you can do that. So there also still may be a need for someone with this new job, right, to continue to budget or to place a budget, schedule your spending, right, to watch your spending, okay? We'll see exactly what this is that spirit is bringing here to your attention, to your attention. Tell us more, spirit, about this job opportunity that the divine is being presented with. I hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for being here with me today. All right, tell us more. What is this helping a friend concerning surrounding this job? What is this helping a friend? Okay. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. A fleeting passionate affair or a lack of excitement in your current relationship, feeling uninspired at work, making risky financial choices, potential financial setbacks. Now, this could be an opportunity that is coming by way of a friend, okay? I don't know, a friend could be a hiring manager, a friend could be, a supervisor at a company and they have a position available. You could be questioning whether you should take the job because there is someone on the job that you are very familiar with. A lot of times, we don't want to is not a good idea sometimes, okay? Sometimes it works beautifully, it works well, but sometimes it don't, where we're working for someone that we are familiar with in our personal life. We're working with someone that we're familiar with in our personal life, especially if the friend has a business where the friend is the CEO and then you come in to assist or to partner with them. Those kind of connections can they can work out well, but they can also be kind of touch and go. Both parties have to understand how to separate the friendship when it is time to work, right? To put the friendship aside when it is time to work. So this could be a friend who will subsequently be either your manager, your supervisor, be the is the owner of the business, and you will be working for the business. So there could be this question you have as to whether you should take it, whether you should take the job, whether you should take the opportunity, because there's someone that's going to be maybe managing you, that you're not really used to that, right? Could also be a family member. Take it how it reverberates. We do have the page of cups here. It says intuition, a fresh outlook on relationships, discovering a creative outlet at work, daydreaming about potential career paths, unrealistic financial goals, fantasizing about money. You could be questioning whether you should take this opportunity. You could have doubts, okay, whether you should take it. This opportunity, you see where it could be beneficial for you. Okay, you see also where it could incorporate you or allow you to do something that you're very passionate about. But with the friend element here, okay, again, the friend possibly being a supervisor or the hiring manager, or you working in the same department as a friend, or the friend being the owner of the business and wanting or offering you an opportunity to join, okay? You could be kind of on the fence about that, all right? Um I feel like this job opportunity is more along the lines of something that you're very passionate about, okay? So this could be a change potentially in your career path. Now, I'm also picking up that you could already be doing something you love, but whatever you're doing has not rendered the financial benefit from it yet. So the question is, should you continue to do what it is you love, even though maybe it is not panning out for you economically? You're not seeing the financial return on that creative endeavor. You're not seeing it yet, or should you go and accept this job? Will accepting this job impede upon what you are working on creatively, although you haven't quite seen the outpour economically, financially from the creative endeavor, okay? So you have some plans about some things you love. And it's windy out here. My candle won't stay lit. All right. Um, you have some plans towards some things that you love. You can see how taking this opportunity could benefit you, but will it get in the way? Okay. Will it get in the way? Will also, for someone, you may be wanting to turn down the opportunity to work with a friend on something business wise and wondering whether if you turning it down is going to offend the friend. Okay. Let's get a little more energy here. We have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. An overly sensitive lover, neglecting your own emotional health for the sake of your job, being overly generous, neglecting your own financial well-being for others. Exactly. This is either you've already taken the job and you don't like it and you don't want to hurt the friend by letting them know that you want to quit. Okay, quite frankly. Um or this is you really, waiting for spirit to give you the answer as to what you should do, okay? Because you don't want to offend someone that you care about. Maybe this friend needs your help, right? Maybe the friend does have a good business going. They're asking you to come and help them. But in you doing that, yes, you will be compensated, but it will also take you away from something that you are working on. Okay, this could be someone from the outside looking in, saying, "Yeah, you are going towards what you love. You have these creative endeavors. You got these goals, friend, but you ain't got no money, friend. You should come work with me, friend." Maybe this is what, but you're trying to weigh out whether you should go that direction or whether you should stay the course. Okay, we have limitation here. This is the Five of Cups. Grieving a breakup, experiencing sadness in a relationship, facing a setback in your career, job loss, or business challenges, experiencing financial loss. And then we have the Two of Cups. Exactly. Wow. That's kind of what I'm really picking up. Um you're weighing your options. There could be someone who sees that you are maybe having some financial challenges, excuse me, as you are pursuing something that you're very passionate about. There is always that period for most individuals who are creatives where we're doing what we love, you're doing what you love, but it's causing you to uh sacrifice when it comes to the financial stability at this season and phase of your creative endeavor. It doesn't stay that way. But most people who are creatives, entrepreneurial, or just choosing to go towards what they love, most individuals do have a season where the finances may wane a little bit, right? Um, and you could be in that season. You could be in that season, Divine. So this is feeling like someone that you are friends with. Someone could be a family member, could be a spouse or a romantic partner as well. They're saying kind of like, come over, work with me. I see you got your stuff going on, but you also got to have some money, friend. You know what I mean? And they're offering you this opportunity to either come work for them, they're offering you a job at a corporation that they're working um, on, or they're offering you an opportunity to work with them in a uh, entrepreneurial situation. Okay, so let's see what these spending habits are. And then we have salary. Now, the leading question was, should I take the job? Okay. Should I take the job? Clarify spending habit, Spirit. Okay. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Adult relationship, being a homebody, neglecting your partner, lack of ambition or being overly ambitious, workaholism, reckless spending, impulse buying, risky financial decisions. Excuse me. Okay. You're breaking ground in something you love, but your ability to maybe, I don't want to say take care of your necessities or take care of yourself, but there is this energy surrounding your creative endeavor where someone from the outside looking in on what you're working on is really hyper fixated on your financial outlook. They are concerned about you having money. All right. I'm feeling like this could also be you, okay? It could be both. You're concerned, but you may be so wrapped up in doing what you love, you may be like holding space, by way of faith, by way of knowing that something is going to work out for you. You're continuing to just kind of break ground. But there's this energy of, but you ain't got no money though. As an entrepreneur person, I know what that's like. When you are working on something, but there are outside people who are watching you maybe go through that starving artist phase or that struggle phase financially, but you're so busy doing what you love and you have so much faith and you're moving in faith, you're moving in knowing, right? This is manifestation. You're manifesting what it is you love. And sometimes people on the outside don't really get that, especially if they are working, a 9 to 5 or they're in the workforce. They really don't get creativity. They don't get being a creative because that is not maybe their lot in life, or they don't have the faith to step out on what it is they love. They would much rather just punch in, punch out, and know that, at least their bills are taken care of. You know what I mean? Some people are very bill driven in that sense. I feel like I'm speaking to someone who not so much. Okay. Like, you need to have certain income coming in to take care of things. But at the same time, you are in a position right now to focus on doing what it is you love and not be enslaved in a sense. Okay. You're breaking ground, but you may be a homebody. All right. Someone that you may be partnered with is maybe at that phase of where they feel like they're taking on the bulk of the financial responsibility while you are trying to build your future surrounding this creative endeavor. So there could be this, I'm picking up like outside pressure. Outside pressure. We also have the Knight of Cups in reverse showing up. Okay. A passive aggressive partner, quickly changing emotions, false appearances in love, tension and moodiness in the workplace, avoiding confrontations at work, financial disappointment. I feel like someone around you, they don't really see it. They don't see what you're doing. We have the Fool. Or they don't want you to take a leap of faith towards what you're doing. Tell us more. The Chariot. Taking decision, taking decisive action in love, asserting control over your romantic life, high ambitions, motivation and control in the workplace, determination to achieve financial success. I feel like they want you to go a different direction. They want you to go a different direction. Right. So on the bottom of the deck, we have the reverse Four of Wands. It states tensions beneath between family, community, your love life, fear of making a public commitment, financial instability, feeling burdened by the need to support family or loved ones. So this is either someone asking you to go a different direction, like go get a job. Go get a job is what I'm hearing, right? Um, because maybe this individual feels burdened and maybe they're projecting those burdens on to you. Or maybe this is not necessarily someone that you share financial responsibility with, but this is someone like a friend who is watching you, from the outside looking in, and they're basically saying you need to get a job. Like, that's cool and all, but you need to get a job. Like, I don't think that that's going to work out, friend. You need to go get a job. I'm feeling like this outside source. We have the Five of Wands, right? This outside source, conflicts with a partner, a highly competitive work environment, feelings of boredom or frustration, financial instability, disputes over money. This is the outside source. So someone could be feeling like they're helping you by offering you a job. They see you doing something that you are passionate about, that you are creating, but they also see you maybe having some financial hurdles that you're having to overcome. to clarify the salary, generosity. They're stating that they're going to pay you well. You could see where you could get paid well. Okay. A supportive relationship, a generous or giving partner, being a mentor, being a valued employee, attracting investors, receiving financial support, making donations. You may also be in the energy of not wanting to take the job as a handout. There are some people who don't want to really be given things, right? That could be a little bit of a prideful situation there, or a little bit of ego, where you see that it's a generous offer, but it kind of feels like you're being given a handout. You wanting to find your own way, go your own way, cut your own lane, maybe. All right. Nevertheless, it's looking like this job could bring in a salary that is very uh fruitful. Okay. You know, if this job is coming by way of um a friend, this is a very generous job offer. They're saying that they will pay you well. I'll pay you well. Just, come over here. I know you got some things you're working on, but I can also see where you need finances, friend. Like, you need to be able to take care of yourself as well. You may be wondering if you will have the time, because this job could come with more responsibility that could take you away from your plans, whatever your plans are. So we have the Six of Pentacles here. What else is taking place with this salary, spirit? We have hope. So we have the Six of Swords. Getting into calmer waters, moving on from a relationship or reconciling after a conflict, leaving a stressful work environment, regaining financial stability, applying lessons learned from the past. Mm. See, I'm picking up someone, you you you've been here before with work, with working. Again, you could be very creative and be working on something you are creating for yourself that will allow you both financial freedom, freedom of time, freedom of expression, right? Like, it's not just um money for you. You may have already entered into that phase of uh awakening, to where you want and you're desiring to go towards your destiny, and not just get up every morning and go to a job that, yes, does provide finances. Financially, it puts you into calmer waters, but will it put you into calmer waters as it relates to your peace of mind, as it relates to you having freedom of time, as it relates to you being able to really do what it is you want to do with your life? Will it put you back in that energy of just working for money's sake, working for finance's sake? Hmm. So this could be the foundation of the questioning as to what you should do. hmm Three of Pentacles, the World on the bottom. Clarify the Six of Swords, please, with this salary. See, and it landed over here. It landed over here with the creative endeavor. It way over here. Now I'm over here. It landed way over here. Now, the first two cards didn't land over here, but this one landed over here, and it is the Eight of Pentacles. You are working on something already. You are wanting to go towards what you are passionate about. There's a certain self mastery that you have accomplished with finances. How much you have, how much you don't have. You're not really moved by that. I feel like right now you are moved by going towards what you are passionate about, even if it's causing you to take a little bit of a financial loss right now, because you know that that's not going to always be the case. Someone on the outside looking in is not giving the supportive energy of that. They're giving the energy of, no, you gotta go get a job. Okay. Something is definitely going to take you into this prosperity. I feel like that's why you've been staying the course on working on something. Yes, you would be helping a friend, but whatever this is that's being presented to you job wise, you don't have the inspiration for that. And you're concerned as to whether it is going to get in the way of what does inspire you. Tell me more about this Eight of Pentacles, please. You've already accomplished self mastery as it relates to just doing things for money, just doing things for money's sake. You are living in a vibration that this individual or individuals around you simply don't understand. They're not going to understand this. So if you're looking for them to understand, they're not going to understand. Okay. um The Four of Pentacles in reverse, holding on to past relationships, imposter syndrome. There's that. Okay. This could also be a job that's being offered to you by someone who you are in a personal relationship with, that you know personally, and they're offering you a job that is going to pay you well, but maybe you feel underqualified, or you don't feel ready, or you don't feel like it's right for you. Um, or you have some imposter syndrome surrounding it. Avoiding collaboration with colleagues, saving for the future. I feel like this is someone who has, you do see where the money will help. You understand all of these things, but you also have self-mastery over doing things for money's sake. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. You're trying to get into an abundance, which is different. Okay. Just having a job, a salary job, a good paying job doesn't mean you're in the energy of abundance. Hmm. Tell us more. We have the Ten of Pentacles landed over here again. A financially secure partnership, building a lasting career, securing a stable future, receiving a windfall or inheritance, establishing a solid financial foundation. And then we have the reverse Sun. So we have the Ten of Pentacles in the upright, and then we have the reverse Sun. There's something that's hidden to somebody. This is either hidden to you. This Ten of Pentacles is good energy, abundance. Let me see. Let's see if we can narrow this down, collective. Because I feel like someone may be at a crossroad here. No, that's not the one. Where are you? Where are you? I feel like someone is at a crossroad. Did I bring it? I think I did. Get my financial deck if I can find it. I thought I brought it. I need that one. That's the one I see in my spirit. That's the one I want. Ah, there it is. Okay. Whew. I got it. Let's see what's going on here. We're going to get this money manifestation deck. I feel like you're at a crossroad. You either stay the course, allowing the divine, your spirit team, to provide for you accordingly, or you see this job opportunity as your spirit team providing and you take the job. Okay? Let's see. All right. What will be the outcome, spirit? Or what is the advice here concerning this job opportunity? What would be the outcome if if the divine that reverberates with this message, if he or she takes this position, what will be the outcome? We have pressure. We have pressure. Beware of how family influences and social pressures are influencing your career choice. Well, damn. Okay. That's literally what I just said. I feel this outside pressure. Okay. Tell us more. What will be the outcome? Fortune. When fortune appears in your life, limitations disappear. As you sit back and watch your dreams manifest before your eyes, you are filled with a profound sense of gratitude and wonder. Hmm. You know what I'm picking up? Something you're working on, this pressure from these outside sources is actually providing the necessary pressure. It's like a diamond, right? Pressure has to be applied. Under the pressure, something that is rudimentary, something that is base, becomes something of very high value. I feel like this pressure that you have taking place outside of you is actually feeding your passion in a way that is allowing you to actually further manifest what you're working on. Um, Tell me more. Clarify pressure and fortune together, please. Dependent. Yeah. Give me 1 second, collective.